So, a living trust, after someone passes away, starts out as what's called a revocable trust. Another word for that is living trust. And a living trust or revocable trust says who will get your property when you pass away. And the main reason we use that is to avoid probate. When you create the trust, you typically name yourself as the trustee, meaning that you manage the property that's owned by the trust. You'll also need to name another person called a successor trustee. We generally recommend naming a successor to the successor as well, but that's the person that's going to take over your property, your estate, when you pass away. The trust will remain revocable as long as you're alive, and you're free to cancel that trust, to replace it, or make any changes that you see fit. Once you die, your living trust becomes irrevocable, which means that your wishes are now set in stone, that the successor trustee needs to look and see what you want done with your property and abide by those wishes. The person that you named as a successor trustee now steps up. They need to inventory the trust assets and care for the trust assets. For example, we had one recently where we were acting as a trustee and we had 41 guns that were owned by the decedent. We had to gather up those guns and find a safe place for them. So it's important to inventory and take control of the trust assets. And then eventually what we're going to do is hand over to the property we've collected to the beneficiaries that are named in the trust, so that the right people get the property as intended by the decedent.